was a best of 3 showdown. OG taking on LGD. Lumi, OG got thrashed pretty hard in that game 1. Gotta say, LGD caught them off guard with the Gyro Mirana duo, but the overall strategy was solid.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the best I've seen LGD play. Like, they just made no mistakes.
That used to be the old LGD way.
Yes. Actually, they used to lose their lanes, and then they make no mistakes, and then they win, right? So they won their lanes, they make no mistakes, so they just they thrashed them. Yeah.
Well, we've got a draft revving up here. We're bringing back in Merlini, the original M-God.
Hello.
Do you still think you're M-God, Ben, or has that title been
Well, a lot of people still call me that, I guess.
Stolen
but
by young upstarts like Maybe.
Or Miracle.
Or Miracle.
I don't know. The word is used so often that it's lost all its meaning.
What has more meaning now? Like
dumpster, conversion
rate.
rate.
What positive moniker has more meaning?
Conversion rate.
That's like no.
Oh, positive moniker
about it like a person. Your conversion rate is fantastic. You're a high conversion rate.
I'd be
player.
very happy about that.
What if
I'd
you're
walk around with a chip on my shoulder.
What if it's like a high feed conversion rate though? Then you're not happy. You know.
All I heard is conversion rate good.
You
so.
just go brainless instantly.
Do people even have positive things to say anymore these days?
800 maths. Nice.
Yeah. 10K MMR, is that a positive thing to say?
Sometimes, but
well, even when someone got 10K MMR, all the threads were, oh, it's rigged. You know, Bulba and Dubu were throwing intentionally to get him that 10K, ignoring the other like 9,700 that he got all on his own. You know.
Yeah. Pitmunkle says Russian obs aren't loading,
so we should kick them.
Because
Because I don't want to see Light of Heaven pinging shrines again.
You are so triggered by Light of Heaven.
Yes.
That's all he does, just ping shrines.
That's all he's good for. What are you doing, Lumi? I see you. Everyone sees you.
Lumi is redditing.
You see this monitor at the bottom in front of the table right here? That's
what
Lumi's.
monitor?
I like that.
Oh yeah, they do see the monitor.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know why initiators should also push waves out.
Sometimes you just need to
According
push
to Reddit.
waves out.
Yeah. I mean, Blitz made a YouTube video, so you guys should check it out.
Oh, how timely of him.
Ah.
Just right now, he made a video, as I was wondering that question.
He's reading your minds, Lumi.
I can't. Dota game coordinator is being updated.
Cool.
Valve, we've got an MDL to play here.
That's not very important.
I know there are cosmetics.
Well, if the Russians had loaded, then we would have gotten into the game before the game coordinator.
So, do we restart?
I'm not sure.
No, it's just game coordinator, right? So, we just chill. Reconnect. Take it easy.
Blame Light of Heaven.
He pinged one too many shrines, and this is their revenge. Be great if like the shrines reacted. You know, like in Warcraft 2, or maybe it was Warcraft. Yeah, it was Warcraft 3 as well. Like when you click them too many times, eventually they start talking back to you. Yeah. What if the shrines?
What do you mean they? Is it like
like they had like fun humor lines? Where like
they still have that in Dota. Some heroes have like a line
Stop
like 1%.
me!
Yeah, 1% of the time they have like a unique line or something.
But like the shrines should too, because Light of Heaven is abusing the crap out of them.
Do you shrines even make a sound when you click on them?
Meep merp.
Meep merp.
Meep merp.
When it's you can't attack them.
That meep merp is a quality sound, by the way.
You can't do that.
Should we have like a tier list of sounds?
Sure.
What's the most top tier sound in Dota?
Wow.
I would say
Oh,
X.
yo, 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 yo.
No, not commentators. Not commentators.
Okay.
I mean, we can do commentators, but I think the chat wheel's already accomplished that.
My favorite sound was Dota 1 when you get silenced and then you try to cast spells.
Oh, the just an obnoxious
like. That's the sound it make. And then if you keep casting spells in a succession.
My favorite in Dota 2, I think, might be, or the most satisfying anyway, is the axe chop, I think. Especially if you start chain chopping.
I'm just out of the game.
I am also just out of the game. Maybe it's been rehosted. Yeah, I think it's been rehosted. I'm a compulsive caps lock hitter. Has anyone else ever suffered from that syndrome? Where you just like constantly tap it? It started as like making sure it was off.
That's actually my taunt button, so yes, I do hit it.
Taunt button.
Okay, I don't have a good reason like that though. I'm just.
That's a good taunt button because it's like.
Yeah, because you're pretty much shit talking anyway.
Because using speaking in all caps is taunting.
priming it, dude.
Priming it.
Yeah, you can taunt and then you can press enter and type without even losing a keystroke. Wow.
Do people even know?
You were caps locking at Owen, I saw, back at Epicenter.
Yeah, sometimes it's on accident, though. Because I taunted so many times.
That was not an accident. He had not bought wards in like 20 minutes. And you were giving him the business with the caps lock. Yeah.
I love giving people the business.
Oh, yeah. The caps lock.
It's like that Skyrat that just spams like 10 arcane bolts on you, clarities up a few times, spams more arcane bolts, dies to neutrals, TPs back, spams more. That's the business.
That used to be good. Now
sounds
it's not
very
good.
familiar with that routine.
Oh, yeah. It happens like every other game.
Were you that Skyrath once, Ben?
No.
He says.
I had a Phoenix that did that for me this game. He actually just right-clicked them. That was awesome.
We're getting some coaches in the game.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
What coach?
I don't know. Some guy is named Tips.
Who's going to coach LGD here?
Dude, Light of Heaven's not even in here. We can't blame him.
That's what you think. He's hiding.
No, he's not in here
He's
because
Doom
they kicked him. Now the game's going to start properly.
He's Doom Guy.
Is he Doom Guy?
Who is Doom Guy? I don't think that's one of their
I don't know.
main casters. I don't know why I'm looking at your monitor when I also have the same lobby up.
Whose name is 2 beers and I'm done? Oh, that's Anna's name. Oh, no, it's Jarex's name.
I think he might be making fun of Anna, who is, he gets the Asian flush.
Is that a picture of Anna with the... I believe that's a picture.
That is a picture of Anna, yeah.
2 beers and I'm
Not the most flattering picture of Anna I've ever seen.
Is Anna's the picture of Jarex? I can't actually tell. Their icons are so tiny.
I believe that's a picture of a dog.
Is that a dog? It's so small. Are you sure it's a dog? It doesn't look like a dog.
It kind of looks like a dog to me.
Looks like someone.
Who is this,
on
Lumi?
something. I have no idea.
What is that character?
I don't know.
That's some anime, right?
Is that even a player in the game?
No, I think it's an obs.
Okay.
You don't recognize it?
I in terms of player icons, my favorite was when Team Liquid tagged up as all 5 characters from that one basketball anime. They were called the Generation of Miracles. And since it's a basketball team, they have 5 characters, and all 5 of them tagged up. That's some real teamwork. You have to decide which anime character you are. They tagged up. And obviously they did that because they had Miracle on the team, and they were the Generation of Miracles. That's some like...
That's too next level.
One up
Maybe they should spend a little more time focusing on their Dota play and strategy rather
I mean,
than their
they won that tournament when they iconed up
And then
properly.
what happened to them, Lumi?
I don't know.
Then they were burnt out and they fell apart. You know, you got to pace yourself in the world.
What happened
of
to the anime?
The anime?
Did they become the greatest team ever?
Oh, so how it goes is...
Another new lobby?
The Generation of Miracles were this undefeated basketball team in like middle school. And the main story takes place after they graduate to high school. Like the members all split up. So now it's about the scrub that tries to overcome the previous Generation of Miracles. It's actually a pretty decent anime.
The scrub.
The scrub.
Yeah,
there's a lot of sports animes. It's like a big genre now.
Yeah, it is. It's very easy to, get hyped, stuck into that.
Is that the right lobby?
There's another. Well, Pimp Muckle's in here, and he said there was going to be a new one. So
this one says incorrect password.
What is Pimp Muckle, by the way? Is it like
didn't he say it was something from like a German TV show or something?
Pumpernickel?
Pimp Muckle. I'm gonna Google it.
I'm gonna look at your. That's not even how you spell his name.
Lumi adding those extra E's. We just got a bunch of pictures.
Yeah. I don't know.
Pimp Muckle meaning.
Definition. Urban Dictionary. Let me. Pimp Muckle Urban Dictionary.
Alright, I want to see that.
Sometimes what's in there is kind of dark. Or just unrelated entirely.
Unrelated. Yeah.
Unrelated. I think I asked him about it once, or he told me about it.
Was it a good explanation, or did
Must have been
forgot.
That one because it's not very memorable.
Out of 780, what would you rate it?
What's the lowest score? 200?
Yeah, you can't go 0.
If you put your name, you get 200, right?
Oh, okay.
You got a guaranteed 400 out of 16.
Oh, really? It was a I don't know because I don't remember his thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
it wasn't a memorable story. Clearly.
We could just ask him right now.
Okay.
Pimp.
Call him JJ. He likes that.
JJ, what does your...
I thought you were gonna write what the fuck does your name?
We are trying to
Figure it out.
figure it out.
There you go. BTS Codecaster. You can say whatever you want, Lumi. No one knows who's controlling that account.
Oh, we don't have any emoticons because we're not.
Yeah, you can log on to yours if you want.
That's fine. Too much work.
It's old Latin with Greek.
What a nerd.
It's
All right, we will not repeat that on broadcast.
that was pretty funny though.
There's a little salt.
Thanks. Now we
Your secret is safe with us.
will forget it by tomorrow. Because that's what Ben did. Alright.
I like this funky jazz we got going on. Lumi, did you play any instruments growing up?
No. I was not
Not
a
musically
good
gifted?
Chinese.
Yeah, isn't that like the piano?
Oh.
Piano is like the de facto
Piano or violin?
Chinese musical hobby, right?
Yeah.
Violin too.
My sister plays piano, and then she's like, well, since my brother doesn't play, I gotta play it for him too. So she learns cello. So she plays piano and cello.
Wow, I just play piano.
Oh, you got double dumps.
I know.
Yeah.
Your sister's lapping you.
Did she also get an A in Spanish?
Hasn't.
Did she
taken
also get an
Spanish yet.
800 on her math essay?
She's not. She's beginning high school this summer or this fall. So
And she's already double dumpster lapping you?
yeah,
What's going to happen when she graduates?
probably.
They
gonna
won't
be
even
a-
let you come to the family reunion.
Yeah, valedictorian, and you know.
She's going to cast like 15 TI.
She's gonna offer Lumi a job.
I hope she offered me a job.
She can probably dumpster you, lap dumpster you on the track too. Is she
Yeah.
physically fit and active?
No.
Even slightly.
No.
Doesn't take much to beat most Dota players.
Says the guy who worked out today.
Yeah, for the first time in way too long.
Don't play it down.
Yeah. Dude, it's hot in here. It felt like triple the normal workout. I was sweating buckets. I got called disgusting like 4 times by my coworkers. Mostly just Dan. The secret behind our meme magic. Shout out to Dan.
So now I understand why people come out of this room like looking all hot and bothered. I just thought it
Hot
was.
and bothered means something a little different, I
Right.
think, from what you're trying to get at here, Lumi.
I didn't realize there was like a gym section here.
Yeah, that's.
I just I'm in there. I see people
this gym
walking out in pairs.
This gym is an institution. Gerg works out there. Blitz works out there. You know, they've lost like a combined like almost 200 pounds. That gym
That's
has
more than
achieved
me.
some great results for humanity.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we have a draft.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
Same bands. Yep, Faces Void was the issue. Screwed their strategy up. They're like, wow, they weren't going to take it in the first phase. We can get Phoenix, right? Nope. OG learned their lesson from last game. We'll snag it up. Now LGD. Huh, how do you want to deal with this?
Really, Ben?
That's my thinking face, dude.
I think. How do you want to deal with this?
I don't know.
I can't do the stereotypical Chinese sound.
That was just my normal voice.
Mine
know what you're
has
talking about.
a Cantonese accent thrown in.
Oh, okay.
Just talk normally, Lumi.
I mean, how can you tell? I am talking.
How can
normally.
you saw? How can you
Yeah,
saw
exactly.
my accent? How can you saw me?
Kunga first pick again.
Ooh.
It is good versus Faces Void.
Yes, it is.
It's good with Faces Void and against. But it's generally pretty bad in lane. Like, his harassing is awful. He needs levels because Torrent got boned in the level 1 scaling.
Well, as we saw from last game, Kunga by himself is not good, but when you pair it with the right heroes, right? For the safe lane, they pair it with the Shadow Shaman and Gyro.
Where's the drought picks, by the way?
Oh yeah, it was rampant the first day.
Or the pucks, you know? Not so. I guess OG don't run it as much.
That one armor nerf. Unplayable.
Didn't stop Zai from playing a devastating support puck earlier in the tournament.
Was it crit? I thought it was crit.
I thought it was Zai. Huh? They ran a crit puck?
Yeah, 5 position puck
Okay,
twice.
maybe it was. We didn't actually cast the game on the mainstream, so.
So who do they want against the Faces Void? They picked Shaman last time.
It was crit, apparently.
They probably want more... What else was key for them? Mirana, I don't think OG are going to pick, so they don't have to pick it up first. So we'll be
Alright,
Shaman
Shaman.
again. They could go for Phoenix this time. I think it's much better when you have the Faces Void on your side. But it did not do so much for their lane presence in game numero uno.
So even though LGD has the exact same heroes, I don't think they could employ the Shaman wards the same way they did last time. I don't think you just put down the ward and just watch it beat down the building, because it's much easier, I think, for OG to now, let's say, wrap in from the back or counter-initiate, stuff like that.
Always got to be a little more skeptical when a team goes straight back to the same draft and their opponents have like already seen it, had a chance to game plan.
Yeah.
Especially against the top tier team.
See,
like
that's my
OG.
thinking face too. He rubs his
Which
would-be
one?
beard.
Do
The
you
one in
use
the
that
middle?
same combination of fingers though?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Combination.
he's flipping the bird.
Dude, that's actually very common. My dad was like reaching to change a radio. He uses his middle finger. It's
Yeah.
It's your longest finger?
Yeah,
The nose scratch with the middle finger. You know, that's the.
That's like elementary school though. That's intentional.
Yeah.
He's just trying to scratch his hairs, man.
I find that my pointer is more dexterous though.
That's because you
'cause
haven't
don't-
middle
yeah,
finger
you
enough.
You haven't used the middle finger because you think it's rude.
So you're saying I'm underdeveloped on my
Yes.
middle finger.
Yeah, it's the longest
Dexterity.
finger,
Yeah,
man.
you have made so many inefficient plays in your youth that now you have to keep using
But
inefficient
why do I
fingers.
need to scratch with my middle finger?
Because it's your longest
Efficiency!
finger.
How much do you guys scratch in your faces?
If you press a button, if you point at something, it's your
Anything.
longest finger.
Yeah.
Anything. You could probably gain like 100 MMR if you trained.
Gain like a millimeter.
That adds up, dude. A lot of people would give for 1 millimeter.
There you go.
That is certainly true.
Okay, so Phoenix taken up. No surprise there. They just drafted in the wrong order last game.
Drax is not amused.
10 seconds remaining.
He's like, this is what the first game should have been.
Not-
Thanks, Fly.
Not the happiest I've ever seen him.
Yeah, because he's in China, so.
Reserve time.
Yeah, he's thinking about how many hours he's wasted by not using his middle finger. He's
No.
watching maybe in the
I
opposite
would
move.
bet you $100 that he has literally never had that thought in his entire life.
Have you shown him the maybe video right there?
We're not gonna prep him. We're gonna ask him if he's ever thought about his inefficiency with his middle finger.
Maybe. Okay, you can ask him.
You want to take the bet?
No, I don't.
Oh, get dumpstered.
But I still want you to ask him.
Ben Wu, the bet fiend,
You're gonna be like
backing
"Ah."
down.
5 seconds
It's
remaining.
okay, Ben. I know you're scared. LGD keep on betting this Terrorblade.
Reserve time.
Probably the go-to safe laner for no tail when OG need like a strong pushing hero.
Yeah, he's I think the best tower hitter that they play. Their Drow strats are like decent, I would say. But Terrorblade, I think they play much better around.
Oh, did I say that LGD make no mistake last game?
What?
I remember that one fight.
That
where-
was in the break, maybe?
Yeah, yeah. I remember that one fight. Remember they just lost Kunka and Rasta, and half the team didn't show up in time.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big mistake.
No,
But
that
then
wa-
apart from that,
that was an intentional sandbag to lull OG
Oh, I
into
see.
a false sense of security.
they were pulling the siege, the CG, the Clutch Gamer. You think Clutch Gamer is gonna beat EG today?
No.
Okay.
BO3 and EG knows how to ban Brood. That's
It's,
a no.
it's a lower bracket game also.
I mean, so you think EG has the natural plus 10% advantage because it's lower bracket?
I guess that all those big lower bracket performances were with PPD for the most part,
10
so
seconds
maybe
remaining.
not as much nowadays.
EG's level 10 talent.
Beastmaster.
Plus 10% lower bracket win rate.
OG's turn to pick.
That's
Ooh.
only their level 10 talent. What's the level 25?
We don't know yet. They haven't gotten there. They're slaying too many noobs. They're not getting enough XP.
Do you LC here if you're OG?
10
Like,
seconds.
Easy.
Just
if
very
bad.
good against.
Get that
It's
Abaddon.
very good. I'm down for LC.
Seconds remaining.
It just the laning might be really hard because like Shadow Shaman again just walks up to you with Shackle.
But
and
where the
there's
damage at, dude? Phoenix
Yeah,
Void
they
LC?
ban the Invoker, so it would be kind of limited for Ana. Doesn't get his preferred mid.
No deeps, man. Beastmaster, another attack speed hero versus Phoenix.
I like that they're respecting the Phoenix pick. We've seen a few teams just
10 seconds
not
remaining.
pick anything that's good against the egg, and then Fly just takes over in some of the mid-game team
LGD's
fights.
turn to pick.
This is the proper order.
This is the proper order.
Yep. Last game, the Tusk was really stranded in terms of which lane he could gank. Couldn't gank the Void, couldn't gank the Mirana. Now at least Beastmaster is always available as a gank target.
Yeah, also a good pseudo roar counter with the snowball.
Ah, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Jerax was making some huge snowball plays.
Still pretty terrible ward hitters, though. Ward killers.
Just chrono them and ignore them.
Queen
Easy.
of pain. OG's turn
Maybe
to
Quap, one of his best heroes. Ooh.
Yeah, they
LGD
do need an objective
turn to
taker.
ban.
Void isn't going to give you that. Neither of the supports do.
This team fight from OG is really scary.
That's what you said last game.
A lot of long cooldowns to exploit.
That's true. Although they never actually got a successful team fight off, right? The egg just always popped in. But now the egg is
5
going off, I think.
seconds remaining.
You think?
You think?
Unless they don't...
Oh, I like that ban. LGD have done their
OG's
homework.
turn
Okay.
to ban.
No safe lane Visage for Mr. No-Tail.
Noto actually sometimes plays the Death Prophet on
Does
their
he?
team. He used to. I haven't seen them run Death Prophet too much recently. I'll check.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
7 months ago. That's a lot of months
yeah,
ago.
7 months ago. It's a really long time.
Reserve time.
I really have not seen them
5 seconds
Run it.
remaining.
too.
Oh, the last ban Drow. It's kind of weird how the Drow was like first ban or pick for most of the games, then all of a sudden just ignored.
LGD's turn to
Oh,
pick.
geez.
Safe lane
Notel
Void.
did play it. Last time they did play the Death Prophet, he did play it mid, and
Oh,
Ana
God,
played the
they-
safe
so many long cooldowns from OG now. But
Carry Silencer time?
insane team fight. I was thinking Silencer.
lane. At least they have BKB pushing ulti with Beastmaster.
You know they purposely put the girl on the side so they could see your legs. Or her legs.
Reserve
Hmm?
time.
Okay.
What?
They just... Right there. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, I heard the Chinese casters about it. They wouldn't have, like, a taller table or a stand.
Mm-hmm.
You know how, like, at English broadcasts of the Valve events? Because you couldn't see her legs.
Well, it's certainly not a tactic unfamiliar to traditional television. You know, make it.
So-
We real sports now, Lumi.
Yeah. I just thought that was a very important part of the draft that we need to discuss.
Thanks. Glad we got that sorted out. It was really distracting me. But Medusa, so another hero that can be really annoying for these big wombo combo ultimates.
And very tanky.
Is that the counter to the Chrono egg, right? She turns on her ult and she just hits the egg and there's not much her team could do about it, right? The Phoenix.
Range
team.
issues, though.
Yeah. Dragonlance will be in order.
He also has a lot of attack speed slow, Tusk Sigil, and then Phoenix.
True.
But yeah, you can just stand there. Faceless Void probably has to go for like a Manta Diffusal build, though. That's very common versus Medusa to have any sort of mana burn possible. Then again, he might need a Linken's this game too. There's a lot of ways to catch this Void out. So Ana Void. When is the last time Ana played Faceless Void? I will check. It was a rhetorical question.
Thank you, Ben. I was itching to answer.
Competitive 0.
Alright.
0 games. This will be a first.
And maybe a last, depending on how it goes.
L deep.
I'm not
Right there.
not feeling optimistic, but I mean, it is a pretty big departure for OG just going like all team fight. Don't really have that big split push objective taker aside from like the DP ult, but that's normally not how they do it. They tend to do it more with like heroes that can always be ratting or taking some sort of objective, whether it's the Invoker or the Naga or the Meepo. How do you think Valve's going to handle the chat, Will, TI? Do you think they're just going to leave it as is? Do you think they're going to mute it?
Leave it as is.
Maybe they'll give.
Like, can you imagine, like, you're totally new to this game, like, you've literally never watched it before, and you just have all these random, like, incomprehensible screaming in other languages on the English broadcast?
You do have a good point.
They haven't.
Oh, what a block. Victoria locked in against 4 heroes. He looks
Give
like
it to
he
No Tail.
could be in some
Okay.
Trouble.
trouble.
There you go. So maybe they should have like an orientation to the players. It's like, okay, you could use it in the beginning of the game, but you know.
You cannot expect the players to follow rules about
I mean, if
What are
you
you
tell
going to
them
do?
nicely-
Like, dock them prize money
won't,
if
you won't,
they
but
use the chat wheel?
I think it would help if you give them that orientation. instead
No,
of-
that sounds like an awful idea. If
Really?
they don't want the chat wheel to be used, they should just disable it from the broadcast.
No, it's not. I think Valve wants it to be used, right? That
That's the
sells
thing,
more
right?
hats.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah.
But it, maybe doesn't attract the broader swath of humanity, Lumi.
Swath of human.
You clearly have not managed players before if you think that they're going to listen to a play. Hey, can you not use that thing that's really fun to use?
I'm about to hit. It's a disaster. I can't wait. 357. I'm counting down to it.
I'm only at like 300.
Yeah, I'm like 310, so I'm looking forward.
You're almost there. It's 50 levels, almost there.
Yeah, you just party up with some rich kids that have like the 1,000 gold coins, right? And then
Lumi looking for rich players to party with that can carry him.
yep, you gotta be rich and you gotta carry some dead weight.
Who's your sugar? Who's your sugar
So
mommy
far,
or daddy?
nobody. either they are
Seeking Dota's sugar mommy.
either they're not good
At
or,
Luminous Inverse.
or they can't carry me, or both.
Let them know.
Old 11 not opting for the jungle this time, but his quick buy suggests otherwise.
We've actually seen that exact lane, the Phoenix support versus the Beastmaster, and Fly just like kept dumping the Firebirds on him, and the Beastmaster could not do a thing. So I think actually switching to the jungle is the play here.
No tail. Playing aggro on maybe. He does have a hill ward. Victoria's still going to have a fish with that torrent. Won't quite connect. Meanwhile, 11 going pretty deep here in the top lane. The shards are presumably going to be coming out soon. They will catch him. Keeps him away from the shop. He can't buy the TP scroll.
He does.
Oh, he actually just has the range.
Max
What?
Didn't
You
think he
can
would.
buy from that far?
Yeah.
This is why old 11 is a professional.
How is that possible? Okay, you know the secret shop, the Radiant secret shop? I'm like right to the left of it and I can't even buy it.
Yeah, the tree just blocks it or
Yeah,
whatever.
what the heck? Do you have to have vision of it or something? What on earth was that? He was so far away.
It's
You're
I
the
was testing it. I saw him go to the side shop. He's like, "What? You can buy from there?" I literally just saw him do it.
no. See, the theory is that the shopkeeper has to see you, right? So for the Radiant secret shop, and you coming in from the back line, he's like, "Whoa, you spooked me from behind. I don't see you. I don't sell to you."
Did you steal my wares?
So what if you kill all the trees? Do you just get like,
Yeah, sure.
can you just buy TPs
don't know. Let's
from
see
wherever?
Victoria.
Oh, these.
Where's that shopkeeper when you need him?
No damage.
No.
You can't even afford anything. Get out of my shop.
Poverty Kunk. He kicks you out.
Oh, got the rune. Nice.
Very nice.
But stolen.
Oh, is Jarek's going for a play here? He's level 2. Almost has the mana for the snowball. Oh, Victoria, if he sticks around. He is tangoing up. Looks like he'll be a bit too tanky.
What happened to all of Kunga's tango? Did he share 2 mid? He's like out.
I think he did pull.
Oh, he also died at the start. I think he ate one early. Yeah, he ate one very early on, I believe. Oh,
Meanwhile, Yao down.
These shards. Jerax. This is what should have happened last game.
Jarek's in his element.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Great start here for OG.
Oh, by the way, the Ags on Medusa is surprisingly good.
The changing your Mystic Snakes to be able to hit through Stone Gaze.
No, it turns them into stone when it hits them.
Oh, you could just hit. Your Mystic Snake could just hit, right? That's not even an axe thing.
Huh?
What? When you hit them with Mystic Snake, it turns them into stone.
Okay.
That's the Ags.
Is that
All right.
clear?
All right. That's clear.
Are you talking about the normal Mystic Snake Lumi, or what are you asking about?
Sorry, I was just confused. Without Axe, you could still Mystic Snake, Stone Gaze targets,
Yeah.
and it would just
Yeah,
still
yeah.
hit. Yeah, okay. I don't play Deuce at all, so.
Radiant's middle tower
Lucky you.
is
You
under
like.
I have more respect for you now. Even more.
So Ben, I do want to hear you talk more about that. Like, why did you decide to go Axe
What?
in the game that, like on Deuce?
I didn't. I watched it.
Oh, you watched
I
it?
played
Okay.
it. I played with someone who got it.
Okay, and you
It
know-
instantly kills illusions, which is pretty important versus this
okay.
team. Actually, versus like a Manta Diffusal carrier, like Faces Void might go in this game, or like AM with Manta, who are her natural counters. It actually owns them.
But it's not one of those builds that, like, if you've never
Why?
seen it before, you'll probably not go for it. You know,
That is true. Yeah.
it's just a very awkward item to fit into your build.
Getting the Oov business here, bottom. You know, not having a whole lot of fun. Now, No Tail going to give him the Spirit Siphon.
Miss-
Turns around, gets it with the Ether Shock. Oh, yeah. A little revenge. Meanwhile,
4-0 for OG.
Victoria flies wise to his shenanigans. Diving back. Little dodge away. So OG off to a great start here.
They need maybe help him out or in the early game, because Medusa, he's just one of those heroes that can't do much in the early game. You need probably 2 items, I think, before you can actually like start doing stuff instead of just being super passive in team fights. You could maybe turn things around with the Stone Gaze, but
Oh,
Oh! Now he has no blink mana.
he's got a bubble charge.
Bottle blink.
Uphill.
Oh.
He
that's
knows.
appropriate. Drop your branches.
He dropped the.
Meanwhile, up top, 11. No TP for you, sir, says Ana.
1-1-3.
Dude, this Dusa pick is messing up their lane so much. Like, compared to the Gyro last game, right?
Really? I think it's just the Tusk that's messing them up.
Well, here's the thing. Like, last game, Shackle comes out from the tree, and then Gyro just gives you kills, right? Because the Shackle doesn't do anything bottom, it doesn't actually set up kills even if you Shackle the Enigma.
He's not there. He's been jungling.
There's that too. So it forces the Kunkka and the Shaman to roam around, and then in the river, the Tusk just eats you alive.
Yep.
He's got the Oov and the boots.
The difference that it make to have a Feeding Tide and a farming Enigma in the jungle for the opposing supports is...
So far, so good for OG.
Uh-oh. 11 in a little bit of trouble. Ooh, nice tree.
Good Shark's Trap there. Still 11, though, trying to juke away. Getting slowed down here, hounded by Ana. Gets the bash, and should be able to get the kill. Snowball secures it.
Tusk is the same level as Beastmaster. That's, what do you know, things are really bad. Yeah, Victoria going for a kill on No Tail right now.
Hey, Big Daddy. By the way, I guess he changed his name back.
Snowball
Big
save?
Daddy for a while.
Snowball.
Still getting a lot of work done with the Spirit Siphon. Yao almost dead. Jarek's able to punch him down with that
He could shard to block people out.
giant scythe of his. Now revving up the snowball. There is a scream. And this one maybe won't miss.
Oh, yo, yo.
Oh, yeah,
That was so funny when he did that.
The self-flame. Gotta love that deprecation.
I felt like that was a all chat. It's a disaster moment because
He didn't actually die, though.
you missed your Sonic Wave. It's really.
It's a melee range Sonic Wave, dude. Those are hard to hit. Do you play co-op?
No.
Dude, her
Can't you just click
See-
it on the
No,
hero?
you can't. They changed it, so you can't click on the
okay.
hero anymore. That's why it's hard. It's like Nick's stun. You can't click on the hero anymore.
You know, yesterday, Jack, I was... Oh, I told you guys about this game. I was playing Kunkka, he's playing Lina. I X-torn the target, and he missed melee range Dragon Slave. That you could click on the hero, I'm sure.
Yes.
And that you should not miss.
Hey, Jack is up to 5100. He is climbing Lemmy.
Jack.
How dare you?
Yeah,
besmirch him.
he was saying he's earning them NA MMR, dude. Them
Well, he was
freebies.
losing that NA MMR at first.
S4 going for... Ooh. He's pretty close to Black Hole. Maybe is playing on the left side, though, where he does have a
There's
little
a Radiant
protection
Hill Ward as
forward.
well.
Yep. Snowball in onto him.
Radiant's
Actually, I don't know if you could do that. That sounds really tough to pull off. Silence into a snowball. But Death Prophet is not level 8 yet.
Yeah. Tasty little double damager, and Jarex does not care about this, though. Quick shards up, and now the rotation. This is a polar opposite performance for the Shaman as he gets completely run down. Snowball, almost a solo kill, goes for the neutral.
neutrals?
Denies! They are not cooperating. They are not Yao's friends.
Oh, I thought the Stomp was going to get the kill.
That's really hard. Stomp does 25 damage.
I mean, if you calculate it.
If you are a calculator.
Yeah. 7-8, man. Didn't get it properly.
Oh, he doesn't have Stone Gaze. They don't know that, though.
Gotta test it out. Make him use
What are
it.
you going to do, chrono him?
Yeah, make him use it.
It's a pretty big gamble.
Just look him in the eyes.
That's
Like, you don't have it.
That's exactly what you're not supposed to do. So.
Not only is Lumi not a Dusa player, he's not a anti-Dusa player. It's your Achilles heel, Lumi. Ugly snake ladies.
Can they stall this push in the mid lane? Torrent going to connect on some creeps, but that will lock him in with some
These
bursts.
shards have been on point from Jerax, continuing to make plays around the map as they won. Victoria, they'll get him.
He did sacrifice a little bit of his life to save the tower, though.
A lot of exorcism time was wasted for that kill.
Is that worth? That's worth.
I think it's worth
It's a good
it.
time.
I don't think
That's
they
a
get the
good time.
tower now.
You will put that under exorcism conversion
Maybe.
rate.
Maybe. I guess they will. No one coming to defend this. Just Ame. A bit too late, but there's a trade. 11 and maybe working on top. Tandem. Tag teaming this tower down.
I built at 11, go 4-0, 4-2. Excellent, excellent.
So these heroes are pretty ass when you're playing from behind.
Medusa's teams are usually behind, though.
Yeah.
Unless you have a Drow Aura. So I think this is... I mean, it's not great for them, but the net worth, even with that tower, is not that bad for them. Barely 2,000.
It's just that, you know, when you have a Shaman team, you're like, okay, once Shaman gets 6, we could start getting some towers. But because they're so far behind, I don't think that's going to be...
It's a completely different game, though, because they have a Dusa. So
Right.
they can play a lot more passively. They don't actually have to push.
So do you think it's more accurate to talk about the high ground of LGD?
I think it's more Roshan. I think Roshan #1 will dictate a lot of where and when things happen, because
Okay.
then I think they can actually like stop Medusa from farming the Ancients, because there always comes that point where like the carry just power farms the Ancients, especially here like Medusa, Sven. They just farm the Ancients over
Ana
and
getting
over and
baited
over.
in. He time walked forward into a quappled and into a roar. No chance he comes
Nice.
out trying for the snowball in. Jerax may have also cost himself his life. Escape plans are lacking. And he will go down. A double for maybe. Worst possible time walk in, and a fantastic bait by LGD. On top of that, they're going to dodge this OG rotation bottom. They might have to forfeit the tower, but at the very least, they don't give up another kill.
Still taking tower on bottom without exorcism's pretty good value. Also, we have seen 0 black holes coming out from S4, and he is farming up a storm. He is not that high in net worth, but he is set up to be...
Oh, he is.
He's in that farm mode, dude.
Once you get to level 15 with that Midas and you get 15 CDR.
Ana making the move. Ame did not have his mana shield on. And he'll melt. I don't know if they get that kill nearly so easily otherwise.
No. I think he can just mana shield.
Because you can like
Run
TP
away.
in the Kunkka, drop the boat.
There was no T1 though.
Oh, that's true.
But it still would have been way harder for them because Face's Void has just treads at first. Yep. Classic mistake. Not keeping mana shield on. It's level 3 too, so he's still getting value out of it.
He's going for the early Blade Mail build. I've seen this a little bit more recently. Do you guys like the quick Blade
Blade
Mail?
Mail is so value gold-wise.
Every piece of stat on that item is good for Medusa. Armor, intelligence. I don't know how helpful the active is though.
I think the act is pretty useful. Because you're not taking that much damage. Like, you're a damage sponge. And there's a lot of damage that they can't avoid, like Sunray, Midnight Pulse, Exorcism.
This
like, you can't
cosmetic's
control
pretty cool.
those.
Is it better than something like Dragonlance? Helps you hit the Phoenix egg a little bit
It
better?
depends on what you're trying to do. She's trying to do a lot of damage and tank up a little bit. The armor is not particularly useful versus the Void, but it is very good versus Death Prophet. It just depends on what stats you need. Dragonlance doesn't give you that much armor. And this gives you more damage. But the brown boots, I'm not a huge fan of. I will tell you that. On Medusa.
The future BOT dream, man. 15-minute BOT.
Yeah, you should be giving this thunderous applause, Ben. Comes the
on
boat,
that
the
hero.
torrent, the X, the
Oh, he's gonna
quad
be
as
fine.
well, but Sunray to the rescue. Ana shakes it off with the stick. That's a big commitment. And meanwhile, top lane, S4 looking for the opening here, has that hole. The threat of it drives Yao away, and 11 into the trees where OG will chase it down. Nice, Shackles, but maybe
Well,
not so
he's dead
nice in the
too.
end.
But why?
Oh, he wanted to save his friend. Not so nice, Shackles.
That's when you say, "Wait, Shamo."
What's that mean?
Why?
Why? For what?
Yeah, for what?
You have to say it with a little more emotion.
You
though,
just say that
surely.
in
Surely.
Chinese to your teammates.
Oh,
Wait,
that's a
Shoma.
fast smoke. What?
And a tasty kill here if they can find Mr. Maybe. Malefice somehow blinks away. Still, though, gonna go down.
He had a lot of fire ticks on him, so he couldn't.
He also had that oof. What a smoke.
Yeah. Can they get Aegis off of this? No exorcism. If they
They don't have Vlads. Maybe with Vlads they can, but it's still pretty soon. Yeah, exorcism mana. Well, Fly is out in no man's land. He does have egg.
Oh,
Jack.
the shard, the beam! Oh, dude, that is good teamwork, but
Jarek's had a really sick shards where he pushed like one of his teammates over this cliff. I think it was an Epicenter, maybe Manila Masters. Just like forced the hero down the ledge with a well-placed shard.
oh, if you ever get cliffed, you could push
Clifted.
cliffed. Sorry.
Sorry.
If you ever get cliffed,
Go on.
you could push your allies off of those cliffs with shards. So.
That's cool.
But your ally needs to like hug the edge of the cliff, and then you just spam the shard in the middle of the.
So what did LGD do at this point? Just farm the Dusa and just kind of sit back?
That's generally what you do with Deuce strats.
But OG have a mega farmed lineup right now. They've got the Midas on the Enigma. The DP is, you know, doing decently well. The Void's getting a lot as the safe lane. Like, can you really get away with just trading for him?
The thing is, you can't win the game unless you have a super farm Dusa.
Right.
And if you lose a fight, they just like they have so much team fight right now with Black Hole, which still hasn't been used at Death Prophet Ultimate, that your chances of winning team fight are pretty low. Like they don't have a good way to like instantly blow up a hero. At least not any of the important heroes. They tried with Face's Void, and that was only with one hero there. So in an actual team fight, it's very unlikely that it's going to happen unless they get the Orchid on Queen of Pain, which she's building now. And then once Medusa gets more items, so she can actually start hitting pretty hard. But I still think it's going to be a relatively slow start for LGD while they wait for their items to come out. I would say like maybe 25-30 minutes is when they'll feel more comfortable to get in the offensive.
Yeah, in terms of the network graph, like I think they're doing okay. The cores that need to be farmed are farmed. This Enigma is going to be a big issue, though. When's that level 15 coming? Is he close?
It's 13 and change.
Man, you get that 15% CDR? My goodness. Once you get a Octarine and the 15% CDR, your Blink Dagger is like at 7.5 second cooldown or something ridiculous.
I mean, the thing that's scary is like you have to basically
Smoke coming
save
out.
the roar for this black hole.
Yeah.
Yao knows what's going on, kind of. They do have a Hawk in the area at Roche, but it just died. Oh, what are LGD thinking right
Game
now?
sense it.
No, the chicken sense. Oh, chicken.
Whose medallion is that? Oh, 11.
Beastmaster.
Okay.
Solar
Alright.
Crest.
Okay, Radiant Skin hit. They know they're at Roche, and looks like they are going to smoke up on their own, but Ame did not get that much value from that, and this thing is
Stone
dead.
Gaze time. Run in.
Still though, OG.
Oh,
gonna
that
be
shard.
forced to
It's gonna block
brawl
them
here.
off.
The boar is revealed. Do they jump into the pit? Good positioning on the Frozen Sigil. The Sunray protects them, but still the boat crashes in momentarily. Ame commits. Rochelo not dead yet. Good zoning wards driving them back and away. They get the roar off here, but it's a big old tank lady duel as Death Prophet and Dusa engage. The Chrono deployed. Only manages to catch Somnus. Does trap those wards, limiting the damage output, but the Roche not dead yet. Ana gonna snag it. Roche kill going the way of the Dire. Clear win for them in that regard. OG also getting the Shaman kill. They did lose their Enigma. They blew all their ults. They just want to get out now. But Victoria, hoping possibly to turn this around, finds the Torrent on No-Tail, but where's the damage to bring him down? It's going to have to come from Maybe. Gets off the Shadow Strike, and with the help of the Solar Crest, they're muscling him low. They're going to be able to finish him off. That's going to be 3. Can they get on it 2? He's got the Aegis. The X sets up. The Torrent can follow. LGD making something big out of what looked like a clear OG win. 4th kill
Wow.
of the fight is theirs. Do they stick around for more?
They got X again.
Respawns are
He has
coming.
Orchid. He has Orchid.
There is a BKB black hole available. They're going to try to force Ana down, and they will do so.
Oh
Make
my
it 5
goodness.
kills, counting the Aegis takedown.
And the tier
LGD
1.
The way that LGD take these fights, though, like you thought they were going to get blocked by the shards, but
Yeah, they
instead
went down the river.
They
It
went
was
down
so
the river,
smart. Yeah.
And I think Beastmaster went up to the top side of the river, so he got that roar on the Enigma. That's the dream.
Yep. They knew exactly who they needed to focus. Ana's Chronosphere only got 1 as well, and also a Chrono. Yeah, just Chrono 1, right? Did he Chrono his teammate?
He Chrono 2 and the wards.
The
Chrono
Shaman wards.
yeah, okay.
So I was like, okay, but
wasn't
not
bad.
game winning.
But he was inside the pit. He had to try and finish off Roshan, so that's why he wasn't there at the start of the fight. No tail. Is he going to be able to finish off Yao?
Meanwhile, nice pick. Yao dodging away from it. Just getting tickled by the trail of that Crypt Swarm. Stays alive. They do silence up Victoria. He's going to sack his life. Heads north. No TP. No way
Awesome
out.
bolts, man. There you go.
Get those creeps! Boom!
Yummy, yummy rum.
Too short. Oh no, that was just animation delay.
Push out the wave.
Got him. Space created.
LGD definitely not out of this one.
I think they're ahead after that team fight.
Well, they have Duso on their team, so
Yep.
I think
The game
even is
agrees, Lumi.
slightly ahead.
That's a big swing of momentum. Almost 5K gold over the last 5-6 minutes or so.
But it isn't really decided, right? Because this game's gonna drag out, and I think OG has cores that could farm up and scale into the late game extremely well.
I agree.
They don't have good farming items on the Void, though.
Yeah, no Midas, no
That's
Battle Fury,
true.
No Maelstrom, no Mask.
Yeah. That is the big concern.
Yep.
No
Yeah,
mask.
where is that mask? Ana has not been watching replays.
I don't know. That armor is actually pretty critical this game.
Oh yeah, he needs it.
Yeah.
But the point is he has no farming item. Even Vlads, right? Vlads would
Sure.
be pretty good for them.
It's okay. S4 will farm.
Well, Queen of Pain went from not even having Orchid at the Roshan fight to almost having Orchid and Yules. And now Medusa has her second item, so she can start doing a lot more.
So the kind of scary thing, though, for LGD is that S4 has a BKB and Ana has a completed Lincoln. So this is like an unstoppable black hole with a Blink Dagger coming soon for
Stonegaze.
S4. Yeah, I guess.
Even Boat, I think, is like really good to deal with it. Right, all you need is your Medusa to be in a pretty good position, and then it becomes increasingly difficult for Enigma to hold. You can't just like walk into the fight. He doesn't have any survivability.
But you have other people to start it, right? He doesn't have to be.
He doesn't have Blink though, so he still
is
has to
close.
walk.
He's very
Yeah,
close to
very
Blink.
Yeah.
He's very close to Blink. You're not that afraid of the Enigma just because of the Dusa.
You're right, because like a black hole's not going to kill this Medusa. She's very well, unless she doesn't have Mana Shield on, which has happened once before. But
I don't think that's happening.
he's still very tanky. If he gets his Blade Mail off, which he should be able to, in between the Midnight Pulse and the ulti cast, like you can't really focus her down. Effective HP is
This is the Ags
very
Rush.
high.
Good call there.
Axe's ownage, underrated.
Here comes the
Underrated.
smoke break, though. Perhaps not from the ideal hero, unless
I'm gonna
maybe dodges a bullet.
quickly check Suns fan.
All right, well, I'm going to keep my eyes on this game where Yao does manage to break that Lincoln Sphere on Ana. Maybe gets the whole hate, and he will go down. The roar comes out, but it's after the first kill, and now Yao's on the run. The egg gets dropped, allowing OG to chase forward. Great control here. The wards were committed, ineffective, and No-Tal on the hunt. Wants a piece of Victoria, chasing after Admiral Kunkka. A big dive towards the base, follow-up Sunray. Next to them, a third kill. The OG surprise pays off.
According to Suns fan, the Ags is ranked 76 and it's placed under the overrated category.
Plays in the overrated,
Overrated category.
so 76 out of 100.
Out of all of the heroes.
Oh, 76.
It's
Yeah.
like bottom third.
Yeah, it's
It's
not very good.
overrated.
Oh, that's what this site says. Overrated. Cinderen's face, overrated.
It's pretty ownage.
I've never seen it, so I'm ready to learn a lot from this game.
I think it's underrated.
Okay.
Like Cinderen's face.
Fair enough.
We'll see. And the thing about Medusa is she can use all the stats from the Scepter, which is pretty rare. Definitely needs a mana, definitely needs HP. Well, not definitely, but still can use HP, and plus 10 damage is pretty good. And HP and mana is always pretty good. All good.
Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
There's some heroes that you don't really want Scepter on. We're like, eh, these stats suck. Victoria's very poor. Poverty mode.
I smell Chick-fil-A.
How do you smell Chick-fil-A? Jesus.
Is that just how hot it is in here?
Who,
Maybe
me?
I'm just having
LD?
I'm having hallucinations, Lemmy.
I don't smell Chick-fil-A. Do you smell Chick-fil-A?
No.
No. Maybe that's just
Dude, OG,
maybe that's
just
just what I
LD
want to
getting
smell.
hungry.
OG smell the smoke incoming?
Yes. And they also
That's a
smell
yes.
Chick-fil-A.
They where did he pop the link? Oh, he put on no tail. Huh. Interesting. Interesting.
Here comes the seeds. They plop down those wards and
look at
LGD.
All them boars, dude.
Gets to work. 11 coming in. Starts the fight on no tail. Manages to lock him with the boat crashing through.
Oh.
But the save. Jerax with the timing. They still hex him. They still commit for this. Blade Mail out. Ame in the front. He's already committed the Stone Gaze. They get off the Spirit Siphon. They've mostly broken through his mana. He's in too deep. Ame goes down. And the beauty of a chrono from Mono. Kaboom goes the egg. And splat go LGD. Completely pwned.
Wait, Sharma. Why? You drop down Serpent Wards, you have 4 boards, and you have a Dusa sieging the tier 2. Make them come to you. Because I don't think they have enough burst damage to kill.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
But they wanted to fight in between that window where Black Hole was still on cooldown. But now it's back up, so they're probably going to lose another team fight afterwards. And that was a great snowball save. I mean, No Tail's... Is it that important to kill the DP off at the start of the fight?
Dusa is not as tanky as she needs to be to dive that deep.
Yeah,
she
she-
got dumpstered in that fight.
How did she lose all of her mana?
Just
She was standing in Midnight Pulse.
She was standing in Midnight Pulse. She was tanking the Spirit Siphon.
No, the Midnight Pulse
Ana
was
sitting
towards
here.
the end. That was
Oh,
when
was it?
all her mana was gone. I
Ana
think she
was-
tanked the Sunray or something. It must be.
Spirit Siphon was on her. She was getting hit by the
Okay.
Void.
Yeah. A lot of small stuff.
And she's just not... Like, she's got, like, her basic kit, but she's not, like, a out-of-control Dusa yet.
I mean, that team fight was just, I think, a poor decision rather than, like, execution and stuff like that.
Well, they didn't have to dive, right? They could have
Right.
just sat behind the wards, take the tower,
And then back off.
chill.
If they come in, you Stone Gaze, and then, you know, you take a fight there.
They just got really excited after the last fight because of the no Black Hole.
Yep.
But that is the power of this OG draft. They're so good at countering that roar. If the snowball saves there, even if not, like you can chrono counter initiate.
Yeah,
Sure.
Same with the black hole. So
exactly. I think they need to really evaluate how they take the fights, though. I think pressuring the Enigma is priority, the highest priority in the team fight.
he did complete the blink, and now on his way to his own personal Lincoln Sphere.
Yep.
That's
Meanwhile,
a
mid.
huge issue.
11 is going to tank that Spirit Siphon. A nice shards catch again by Jerax, and OG turn up the heat. And pound down mid.
Don't talk about heat.
Oh, you want me to turn it on?
No.
Oh my god, they could lose some real estate. Real estate here.
Some real estate.
Real estate. Really, really real.
With the boat on top, okay.
Maybe staying alive. Gets off that Yules.
Brink.
but Where are you going to blink? Ana? No Chrono. No
Nice
chance.
brink.
That boat buff. And now Roshan is up. S4 is around there. This could be a time for them to go. They do not have Chronosphere, and they do have the Shadow Shaman Serpent Wards up, but right now LGD have to make a move. They've fallen too far behind in too many team fights. Oh, she almost has Scepter too. This is the power spike. This is time to see.
Scepter power spike.
Scepter power spike.
Power spike.
It's on.
I'm excited to see this Axe in action.
Ooh, I want to check out some level 25 talents in this game. What's Medusa's?
All right, well, let's see. Dusa, no eggs just yet. It's just arrived mid-fight, but the hole comes through. The wards get dropped as the counterplay.
The Stone Gaze.
The Stone Gaze is the answer. S4 is denied. The Dusa stays alive. Now the roar comes out, got a little bit of extra mana, keeps on fighting forward. Let's go dunk 'em. LGD charge in. They want Jerax. They'll kill him off too. 4 have fallen.
Power spike.
That
A
wasn't the power
indeed.
spike.
That was the Stone Gaze.
Did he get the axe liver for that fight? No, right?
It came mid-fight.
Yeah, yeah,
It
I
came
think
mid-fight.
After the
That's
first
surprise stats, man. Got him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what a great Stone Gaze.
Is under attack.
Well, should be easy road for them.
Don't call it a comeback just yet, but LGD, they have completely eviscerated that OG lead.
He is going for the boots of travel play. I see
Dude,
it.
I'm telling you, brown boots for 40 minutes.
And you
BOT.
question the brown boots.
I don't
ban.
know. I think he's still better off to upgrade it, and then if you want to go BOT now, just sell and upgrade.
How do you dare question this Deuce after that last fight? Your insolence.
You suppress one button.
It was a very important button though, Lumi, and it wasn't accidentally hitting Mana Shield and turning it off.
That's,
So,
I guess, true.
I mean, let's give a little credit.
Instructions unclear, untoggled split shot.
And there is just no counterplay to the Stone Gaze being activated, so
You don't fight.
You just chill.
Just back off.
bait it out, back it off, do it again.
I think the best solution is to just silence her with Death Prophet.
Okay.
Because that's a really long duration silence, and they have no way for her to get out of it. Pretty good solution.
All right.
But I didn't exactly see the sequence of events that went down last fight. I don't know if the Death
I don't
Prophet
think the
was able
TP was there.
Yeah. They need that silence. Or Chronosphere. Maybe, I think he thought he could get the black hole up before the Stone Gaze, but
Yeah.
he did
It was
not.
very quick reactions by Ame.
Spam R.
Yes. And do it fast.
Queen of Pain still managing to keep her net worth high. Wait, she has 11 kills? Doesn't
Yeah.
feel like it. I guess that's kind of life of Dusa. You don't get any kills. You just assist a bunch of people. Just tank for your team. The good life. And that's the thing. No matter how many items you get on Enigma, you cannot be... Oh, actually, technically, you could blink towards the Medusa, turn around, black hole away from her, but still catch her because she's behind you. Is that too next level?
My brain hurts.
That is so precise to actually put up.
But
yeah.
it's possible.
It is possible.
Anything is possible. This is
Or you could like force staff. You could blink black hole and then force staff past the Medusa.
Has the
Nice.
Lincolns, make it hard. I mean, only a TI wouldn't pull that off, so, but
There's not many TI winners at this TI. What is it, 6 total?
I believe so.
3 of them on the EG TI5 squad.
Sounds correct to me.
Puppy, the only TI1 winner with a shot to grab 2.
what, S4?
No, TI1 winner, I said.
Okay.
That's like... S4's a Han player, man. Gustav's a neophyte in the eyes of...
Are you saying he can't pull off the blink turnaround black hole?
I'm saying he's not an OG, even though he plays for OG.
I think S4 is pretty OG. I think TI3 is the OG era.
Is it? Are we just that old now, or TI3 is old school? I guess it.
I mean, I think
It's not new school.
Benaroya Hall is definitely an OG experience. Let's put it
That's
that
true.
way.
That was the death of Benaroya.
Oh, Scythe of Vice next. What? Ame doesn't need any damage. He went for the 600 mana. This guy is just looking to be a tank god.
Don't you generally go for the 600 mana?
No, with the Scythe too?
Yeah. I'm talking about his house.
Oh yeah, you do.
Okay.
But that plus Scythe, I thought, okay, maybe he might go for more offense because he's going Scythe. But Scythe?
Oops, sorry.
Scythe?
For what?
We talking about Scythe? God, I love
Well,
that.
it is good to not have any HP because then Midnight Pulse doesn't actually do that much versus you. That's kind of cool. And then his Stone Gaze will kill all the Manta illusions, so that's also kind of cool. So his mana is pretty safe here.
Yeah. And Basai for what though?
Scythe to proc those Lincolns.
Okay.
So yet you can Stone Gaze, the real hero. Right?
I thought the Mystic Snake with the axe is supposed to pop the illusions.
Yeah, but what about if they have Lincolns? How are you going to stun them?
The Snake Lady cometh. Double damage rune. Ready, just
Oh.
barely clipping him in the chrono, but that's all he got. Or how much do they drop? The Lincoln's has been broken. S4 could be roared, and indeed he is. No black hole for you, sir. Now the blade mail comes out, looking for the snowball forward. S4 controlled entirely in this fight, doing nothing really on a force back, though the Deuce is starting to drop a little bit low. He has that DD. He's got the cheese. Le Fromage to the rescue will bring him back into fighting shape. Fly has found a triple in the meanwhile. Still the Deuce stays alive, maybe hanging on, though he gets bashed. He gets controlled. One core down, but now all of OG start to drop. 2 have fallen. They've blown their big ultimate load, and they have not killed off the LGD cores as they jump onto Fly. Yule Scepter deployed, but no dive for some time. Now he gets silenced. Well played, Big Daddy, showing some love for his old friend, and it seems OG will mount a pretty solid defense, but lanes are pushing.
Wow.
Time to go home and defend if you're LGD.
That was Medusa with a double damage. She has damage issues.
Did they have Serpent Wards in that fight? They did, right?
Yeah.
They dropped it by the tier 3.
Yep.
Okay.
T3 barely got touched even. And Black Hole got canceled. And still. And it was a one-man Chronos here.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Is it time for Kunkka to get Chrysalis?
I mean, I think Ame just don't build his Hex, right?
I mean, also Fly.
Yeah,
just,
he already had bought the Void Stone, though.
It's
He's
800
in,
gold.
dude. He's in for the Hex.
Just sell it, dude. Get
Too
the
late.
damage.
You're committed. You're committed at this point, dude.
Is this Dude D-U-D-E or Dude D-O-O-D? How serious are we here?
For Ame?
Yeah.
It's not that bad because I think maybe can do a lot of damage. Because he's going Maelstrom and he's almost level 25. So, a little bit. Kind of, can you do half? Can you do D-U-O-D?
Ew.
Duode?
It's basically like normal dude or winter dude.
Dude.
It's my favorite winter lane.
Oh, BOT smoke into the mid lane. Ame does not catch the smoke though. Screw snakes.
Wow.
11 leads the charge. Ana could get caught out here. They got to break this link as fast. They will do so. Roar comes through, but the Snowball Slave. Nice counterplay from OG, though they are lacking quite a few ultimates to try and take this fight. They try to control 11 for now. He stays alive, Ame. The Bulwark in the front lines. The Chrono is deployed, but Fly is dropping quickly in this fight. He won't get off the egg. The Stone locks down S4. Ame stands strong. The silence comes through. He doesn't care. Keeps on fighting. Yao TPing out on a shred of HP. Won't die in the fountain. It looks like barely healing up. They have to buy back on Fly to hold the line. Now they've got the Black Hole ready to go. The Chrono's already been expended. A beautiful shard catch, but still Ame ever so tanky. Even the power of the sun only bringing him down bit by bit, not instantly finishing him off. He hangs on, pushed to the low ground. Beautifully played there by Victoria to keep his Dusa in fighting shape. They even commit the egg. OG still chasing, still hunting. They can't slay the snake, not yet anyway. But the punch just in time at the buzzer, the torrent. Oh, it's too late. They finally get him down. Victoria on the run in the meanwhile. But a swarm of OG heroes descend, and they will eventually take him out too.
Wow. If Ame had run left to the shrine and then shrined, I think the fight would probably still be going on right now.
Yeah, but that's the problem, right? You have a 1 minute long fight as a Dusa. Normally you should be very happy, right? Because that means you're alive and you're punching people. But you're punching people for what? 160 damage? Scythe is not the item of choice. How is he going to kill anybody? All OG has to do right now is force Queen of Pain out of the fight. And then there's absolutely no damage left from the team. Who is actually hitting for more than 100 damage right now on the Radiant side? Apart from the Claw.
Yep, you're right. No one.
Do you have to say great buyback by Fly? I don't think they get that Dusa kill without the follow-up with the Sunray.
Ooh, DD on Ana gets bottled up. This could be problematic considering Colonel's Spear is already up again.
He's also got a Diffusal now, so you've got your Manta Diffusal if you can catch that Dusa.
Can't counter, can't do it. Gets snaked.
Yeah. Well, not if you catch him off guard.
Yep. They need Roche again, but I don't know. LGD have a 5k gold lead. Doesn't feel like it because of Deuce's items. That's a Scythe right there.
Dubious.
Dubious.
Dubious Dusa.
That alliteration, though.
There already is a Lotus Orb on Death Prophet too, so Scythe is even more useless. But she has a lot of mana regen. Plus 150%. And it's good stats. But no damage. Damage is a big issue, especially because she has BOTs. Like she has
And Lincolns. Like, there's
and
just so much gold.
and X.
That's, like, not doing any damage. Plus 19 in 40 minutes.
OG on the chase. They started off with no talent, just trying to suck Yao's life force away from him. Commits the Exorcism for this. The creeps are coming in, but at the same time, there's still a wave there. They really want to commit for Yao. They'll get him with the Sunray. The Exorcism was used very early, though, so they'll lose a lot of the effective damage on tower. Still, though, OG breach into the high ground. They've got the hole ready in reserve, as well as that Chronosphere. And Ana's going to chuck out the illusions, but a snake will be coming soon to deal with these. Not even needed.
They need to save this T3. No tail. Ooh, is he going to get it with the tail end of a spear? Decides against it. Afraid of that stone.
As well, he should be.
Everybody bouncing.
I think you go Roche now with no Exorcism. It's a very long cooldown. He does not have Octarine. And he also does not have the cooldown reduction talent at level 20. He went for the movement speed instead.
Interesting.
10% is pretty low. But 50 move speed's a lot. But cooldown reduction is
cooldown
super
reduction.
important on Death Prophet.
especially now it's like he doesn't have the Octarine, right? So it makes it more important.
Okay, Quap getting close to that level 25. I'm gonna do a lot of damage points.
There is no exorcism. A huge chunk of OG's damage removed, though. They've got all the other ults ready, and they're going to try to make their move here. S4 blinking in, has the BKB.
Oh!
Black Hole comes through. The Stone Gaze is going to turn this, though. S4 gets denied again. He just can't seem to get off a good hole this game. However, Ana's cleaning up on the backlines. He finds the two-hero Chrono, bringing them down. The Kunkka Shaman deleted from the fight. They didn't manage to get off the Serpent Wards near the pit. Could prove costly. Maybe doing the bulk of the damage here, while Ame doing the bulk of the tanking and control. They'll X-Fly as he dives away. They can pull him back in. The Yules, though, is the solution. OG will get back. They don't have a Black Hole now. They don't have a Chrono. They don't have an Exorcism. They're very light on the key ultimates. The Exorcism coming soonish. And LGD will not commit for this Roche.
Phoenix not dying there was very important because he bought back earlier and he has the gem. So, oh, he had the gem when he dove out. Looks like he passed it on to somebody else now.
Probably realizing if he dies, that,
Yeah.
that would be a big blow.
Shadow Shaman still has wards, but I don't think they can commit for this fight. They really need Stone Gaze. Without Stone Gaze, it's not really going to be good.
Took the plus 2 second Stone Gaze talent for Medusa.
Yep, that's the better talent, I think. Lifesteal when you don't do any
I mean,
damage. Good news is he has so many ways to pop Lincolns if he gets Orchid. Bad news is he still does no damage.
I mean, can Quap pick up the slack as far as the damage department goes? It seems like maybe he's trying to.
You do have the Beastmaster aura, so I think so. She's attacking pretty fast. She just needs 25, and she's really close. After this wave, okay, she's 25 finally, and instantly takes Spell Lifesteal. Not even any consideration for fights the AoE Shadow Strike.
Ugh.
That is probably, that's like Sin's face.
Handsome Sin's face.
Ame being initiated on.
Uh-oh, they baited it out.
Stone
That's
Gaze.
really bad.
It's going to be a 90-second window. They got to make the most of this, but it's so tough to fight in now with no real counterplay for S4 and that Black Hole coming soon.
I think if you're OG, just walk into the pit now, right?
Yeah, I think you walk in a pit with Exorcism and just do it. Do they need, yeah, they need Sunray?
There's no Octarine and no talent. So it's a long cooldown to expend.
I wonder if Ame's considering getting Octarine for more Stone Gazes. And more mana.
More snakes.
Okay, well, they are going in there. The Hawk died, but they know that all 5 of them are in there. 11.
Will they fight this? They're going to try. 11 up on the high ground. Perched in position while OG lurked
Look
in
at the
pit.
wraparound from Maybe. He's all the way to the north.
He's trying, but No Tail says, screw it, man. We're not taking chances here. Exorcism out. Roche dropping quick. Nobody else in the pit to help him. Ame's got that ult relatively soon. 30 seconds. It won't be in time if OG commit, but they're a bit hesitant to do that. They sit far back. They want these Lincolns to be ready. S4 BKB available. He could make a committed jump forward any second now. And no, it's Ana who starts the party. He finds 2. Meanwhile, on the back lines, maybe wants to take out Fly very early in this fight. Again, the Chrono nets them. Key support kills. Both supports brought down. The egg will be dealt with. That's 100 seconds on the sideline. It's going to be the Death Prophet ult ending at the wrong time for OG. They don't have the firepower. Now the Shaman wards are in the pit. Yao to the rescue. Perhaps the hole is there by S4, but where's the deeps? They lack it. Ana comes in a bit late and now has to retreat. The Quap ult comes through and maybe stands as the big damage talent dominator here. He'll take them all out. 3 down. No buyback available. No ults available. LGD destroying OG in the pit.
Yao waited for the perfect moment to buy back. I thought he was going to buy back like 3 times before when he died. But this was definitely the fight when he got Crone in the back line. Also, this Blink Dagger by Death Prophet also helps a lot because all they want to do is bypass Medusa team fights. Ignore her because she doesn't do any damage and kill the weak supports. However, the 2 lives on the Shadow Shaman proved to be a lot. Also, Maybe's positioning was stellar.
Another roar and another opening. They lunge in, instantly going on to No Tail. The snowball drags him in, but it's towards the Hex. Maybe is there, chunking him down. Could be an LGD 2-0 if there's any more mistakes. Death Prophet out for 100. S4 on the run. Fly getting slowed down. Objectives are opened up, but LGD are dangerously low here. And Ana looking for the punish. He has that Diffusal Blade. The Yule Scepter at the ready. Snakes coming out. They don't have a whole lot to work with. The cheese getting popped, I believe, here. Ame healing up and staying alive. LGD working on Jerix. They'll bring him down, and now Ana's got it back. So no Death Prophet. for 75. No Black Hole for 50.
Now that
no
Hex is looking
Chrono
real
for
good.
5.
The Hex is like, oh my god, this Hex!
The Hex is real good when you have that +1 advantage, especially.
Yep.
I mean,
when you have
And
so many
No-Tail
Lincolns.
also has the Lotus Orb, so if he's dead, then, or if you just Hex him, then there's not much to do but die. Nice shards here. Ana finds the opening. 2-hero Chrono. He's going to take down the Shaman. No buyback either. The boat comes in, though, trying to protect 11, keep him alive. They're not dealing with the cores, though. Maybe and Ame just doing whatever they want, and you say he lacks damage, but he's still forcing S4 on his heels, even with this very team-oriented build, and maybe comes for the cleanup. Snake coming through. S4, the heal ray protects him. Maybe they'll just turn for Fly instead. A deep dive, a committed roar from 11, and now the egg dropped in the midst of it. They're going to Hex up Ana again. Now the Yule Sifter by maybe keeping the Enigma out of the fight. S4 unable to lend the assist. He dives the well. He has no fear. Wants to put them into eternal sleep. And the whole committed just for this. They want to bring down a Quap at the fountain. Insta buyback. Maybe waste no time. He mashes the ever-living crap out of that button. Now the rack's down, and LGD looking to make it a 2-0 sweep. Rotate towards bottom lane. Buybacks galore. Everybody losing gold, but LGD winning where it counts. That's the objectives, and that's what they are currently racking up. 1 lane down, 2 to go, and this bottom lane exposed. Good silence on No-Tail. Somnus just manning up. Maybe is a god in the front lines with the boat crashing in. Huge damage done. He's got the ult ready. The bashes need to be perfect from Ana. He needs that RNG now more than ever. Exorcism, the silence doesn't matter. Right clicks for the win. And Ame, again, just unscratched, unscathed, through it all. Another Torrent, another Quap ult. Applause indeed. OG are going to the lower bracket.
One of the most interesting Medusa builds I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It worked. It was weird. It was like
Did it
good
work?
and then bad and then good. At the end, he was unkillable.
Well, he was always unkillable. The problem was
He didn't do any damage, but you just need to survive versus their lineup. He survived the Chrono, he survived Black Hole, survived the Egg.
And the Quap started like pulling a lot more weight once you got 25 as well. So
the Shaman pulled a lot more weight towards the end as well. Was able, like the Serpent Wards, the buyback, like you said, for the Roshan fight was very key.
That was clutch.
Yeah.
that was really smart by LGD going on Fly because they knew he didn't have buyback. They found him like on that top ramp right outside the Roche pit. They ignored a lot of those key ultimates. They then used their support buybacks. They had the power play at the pit.
Yep.
I think just that was a game where buybacks decided most of it.
Impressed with the Medusa build still. Did the Axe do a lot? Did you see
No,
any
the
illusions?
axe is definitely good. I'm still reserved on the, because he bought
Hex,
Hex
yeah.
into the Lotus and everything.
He didn't
yeah.
need Lincoln's and Scythe. I think one or the other was fine.
So that is our first match. OG dropping down. They're going to play, I think they play either EG or Clutch. I don't think they swap sides of the bracket. So could have EG versus OG lower bracket pretty early here at MDL. On the other side, and our next match coming up with this winners bracket is going to be LGD Forever Young taking on Newbie. After that, we'll move down to the lower bracket games. All matches best of 3. So LGD looking real strong, surging as TI approaches.
Good stone gazes.
Good R pressing.
Pressing that one button.
He mashed it for all it was worth, and it was
He
worth
had
a
his
win.
Mana Shield on for the rest of the game too.
I mean, we're joking that it's like easy to cast, but sometimes it's really hard to cast at the right time. I think there was one time where
There was one time where he used it wrong mid.
used it wrong, and Ben was like worried, right? Because that's a big window. First half of the Roshan fight, in fact, he didn't have it, and then he had to do like a little dance because he didn't have Stone Gaze just to protect the Roshan from being done. So harder than it actually looks, and he was able to get enough of them, good ones, to win the game.
LGD are ponying. They're going to take it.
Pony.
Move on 2-0. They'll face either LGD Forever Young or Newbie. So it's an all-Chinese winner bracket finals. Guaranteed. You said Chinese Dota was dead, Lumi. Chinese
I was
Dota is back.
Pleasantly surprised.
Eat your words while we
Eat
our
them.
dinner.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll eat Chick-fil-A. You can eat your words. All right, guys, stay tuned. LGD Forever Young versus Newbie coming up after this.